It's time.
She's spilling the tea.
This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, Megan Thee Stallion wrote a piece for the New York Times, and I thought it was amazing. It's called Why I Speak Up for Black Women. She said, I'm not afraid of criticism, and protect Black women should not be controversial. And she said, in the weeks leading up to the election, Black women are expected once again to deliver victory for Democratic candidates. We have gone from being unable to vote legally to a highly courted voting bloc, all in little more than a century. Despite this, and despite the way so many have embraced messages about racial justice this year, Black women are still constantly disrespected and disregarded in so many areas of life. I was recently the victim of an act of violence by a man. After a party, I was shot twice as I walked away from him. We were not in a relationship. Truthfully, I was shocked that I ended up in that place. My initial silence about what happened was out of fear for myself and my friends. Even as a victim, I've been met with skepticism and judgment. The way people have publicly questioned and debated whether I played a role in my own violent assault proves that my fears about discussing what happened were unfortunately warranted. She said, after a lot of self-reflection on that incident, I realized that violence against women is not always connected to being in a relationship. Instead, it happens because too many men treat all women as objects, which helps them to justify inflicting abuse against us when we choose to exercise our own free will. Here's some more of what Megan Thee Stallion had to say. Now, I know I'm focusing on this a lot, but I thought, and for everybody listening, you should read this entire piece for the New York Times that she did. I thought it was very powerful. I related a lot to it, things that she had to say. Sometimes it's things that I haven't been able to put in words, but I thought it was amazing, the article that she wrote for the New York Times. Here's some more of Megan Thee Stallion talking about how Black women are unprotected and mistreated.
No, she's absolutely right. We definitely have to protect our Black women. We have to protect. We have to make sure we defend, and we have to make sure we always have their back. Absolutely, positively.
And sometimes it could be just really subtle things, but I think for her, you never would anticipate that you would get backlash because you got shot.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with,
it makes no sense.
The thing with Megan is you know, with that whole situation, nobody talked about what happened. So when you don't speak about what happened, people just decide that they're going to make their own conclusions in their head. So nobody knows. But if she says she was shot twice as she walked away, we have to believe that she was shot twice. She has fragments, and she had to have surgery on her foot. So she was shot. Like, she was hit.
But like she said, she was scared to speak up because exactly what she thought would happen. And I agree with her. You try to defend yourself. You try to tell the truth. People come at you. They think it's a joke. They post memes. You know, that can be really hard on your psyche as well. And I'm sure for her it has been. And exactly what she thought would happen did happen. Then people start questioning you. Well, did you really do that? Well, what really happened? Well, were you the person this? Were you jealous? What really went down? And it's like, dude, I just got violently shot.
Well, that and the fact that Tory said he didn't do it. You know what I mean? So it's two sides and nobody else was in that car. So, of course, people are going to make their own conclusions. You know, because Tory said he didn't do it. She said, you know, she alluded to Tory did do it. So it's like, you know, nobody honestly knows. So, you know, people make their own conclusions.
Well, when this trial starts, I guess we'll hear everything. And
yeah, both sides.
All right. Now, let's talk about some real positive things, too, as well. There's going to be a Georgia elementary school named after Michelle Obama. So listen, think about how amazing that is. You know what? Sometimes, and I was thinking about this the other day, we go to these schools and they're named after people who were awful human beings. And we don't even know who they are, these schools that people attend.
Correct.
And so when you go to a school that's named after Michelle Obama, think about the feeling that gives you, that you could be proud of the person that your school is named after.
Absolutely. So that's dope.
Yeah, that's amazing. And shout out to Killer Mike also. Killer Mike is actually going to be getting the Billboard. This is the first time they're doing this too. It's a Billboard Changemaker Award. And he's the first recipient of that award. So they just made that announcement yesterday. And they said the award honors the artist or group that speaks truth to power through their music, celebrity, and community. They are socially conscious, politically aware, active in their community, and charitable with time, money, and or influence to improve the lives of others.
Yeah, he definitely deserves that
Mike.
award. He does a lot for the community. And I know people always want to see me and Killer Mike go back and forth with each other about stupid things, but you don't know that me and Killer Mike are friends and we speak to each other all the time, definitely about real estate and definitely about encouraging our own to learn about real estate and really encourage and help our own get real estate and get funding and help with credit. So we talk a lot. You know, we're in the same drive of helping our community, but Killer Mike definitely 1,000% deserves it.
All right. Well, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report.